This is how you sew a phone or tablet holder. You need 2 pieces of fabric cut to the size of the pattern, and you're going to place these good sides facing in together. So both of your good sides are on the inside here, and then you're going to peg around the outside to hold your fabric in place while you're sewing. Like this. Now you're going to sew all the way around the outside edge of the fabric. One of the short edges, you're going to leave a small gap about this big in the center here to fill with your filling sewn material. White thread here so you can clearly see where I have left a gap on one of the short edges, and all of the rest of this is all sewn completely shut. Now the phone rest has 1 pointed corner and 3 boxed corners. So what we're going to do is create our 3 boxed corners. And we do this by separating the 2 layers of fabric here, like this, pulling them out flat and getting a nice point here. And you are going to sew a straight line across here in the point. So you have your point, so your 2 layers of fabric, and you're going to sew straight across here. Now this measurement for the example one on my desk is about 2.5 to 3 Get yourself a ruler, and from the point here measure back 3 centimeters, make a wee mark, and then bring your ruler in a straight line down and rule a straight line here, and that is where you are going to sew, straight down here. Make sure you go right to the edge of those points. So if you've ruled yourself a line, you'll have a nice line to follow, and you sew that straight across here. Now just note that I have gone right to the edges, because what you're going to do now is snip off that wee triangle of fabric, and you don't want there to be a hole on either end here because the rice will fall out, or whatever you're filling it with. Now we're going to repeat that process for the 3 other boxed edges. So we peg, we're going to measure 3 centimeters from that point and draw a line. And now we have our corner sewn. Again, we trim it off. Now you should have 3 corners, 1, 2, 3 that have been boxed, and you have left 1 as a point, so do not box one of them. Now we flip our case inside out. If you have trouble with doing that, think of it like turning out a sock. Get your fingers in there and poke out all the corners. This is what our boxed ends look like when they come out. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go and fill this with some rice, and you do want to fill it quite full up with rice. Then fold in those edges and simply sew it closed, and it will look like this when it is all filled with rice and sewn shut. So I've just sewn this shut here on the edge. Make sure that you flip that raw edge inside when you're sewing it, so make sure that this part here, oh, I've lost it. Make sure that this part here is tucked inside when you sew that shut as your last step. And you have a phone case or tablet holder done.